This week on the Work Husbands Podcast. Have you ever found a dead body? Wear women's panties and like beat off and shit, dude? Fucking weird.
Sounds like a Friday night. Married a Nazi.
Like, came out in his mom's underwear and her heels, and that was it.
Mom. Mom, help.
Half your face is drooping.
I'm dead. I'm gonna go out like a boss.
Yeah, okay. Welcome back to the Work Husbands Podcast, Season 1, Episode 9. I'm Dylan.
I'm Alex.
Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a review. It really helps the channel grow. Alex, take it away.
How many pigeons would somebody have to put inside your home before you started getting suspicious that somebody was deliberately putting them inside?
What the fuck?
Dude, I saw this question on an Instagram story and lost it. I was
How
like,
many pigeons?
yeah, dude. Like, imagine, like, you come home and there's a pigeon inside your home.
Okay.
Right? You'd be like, how the fuck a pigeon get inside?
It would take one.
Right? Right, but for you to think that somebody put it inside,
Oh,
it would take
okay,
one.
okay.
Yeah,
No.
see, that's what I'm saying. So how many pigeons would it take to get inside your home for you to be like, somebody's doing this to me?
Maybe two.
You think so?
Because here's the thing. What's the
Pigeons
ratio
have
of
friends?
my life to my life that there's been pigeons in my house? It's 1, 0, whatever the fuck. This never happened.
Yeah.
I'm not a mathematician, but it's never fucking happened.
I've had a bird get inside my house, and I have a video on my Snapchat memories
Yeah.
of me fucking just. I'm like, Serena's at work, and I was
Yeah.
like FaceTiming her or something. No, I think I sent her like a Snapchat video.
Yeah.
And I heard it. I was like gaming, and then I heard something like bang around in like a pantry.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck is happening? Am I being robbed?
Yeah, you're going to die.
Yeah. So I like go into my kitchen, right? I'll have to show you the video after the podcast, but I go into my kitchen. It's like in my pantry, and I'm like, I peek the phone around the corner, and it's just up there, and it's like
What the fuck do you want,
staring
bitch?
at me, dude, and then it boom, it flies out, dude, and I'm like, ah! And I'm ducking and diving, and it fucking flies over to like my big sliding door. This is when I lived in the apartments out
Yeah.
south. And, like, I'm on the 3rd floor. I'm
Yeah.
like, I don't even know how the fuck this thing got inside.
Yeah.
Turns out, there's a fucking vent, like a dryer vent.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have a washer and dryer there. So we would just go over to Serena's mom's to do our laundry. Yeah.
I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
I've been there.
So it came in through the fucking dryer vent. And it took... Dude, the video doesn't even conclude with me getting it out of the house. It ends with me flinching that this bird flew at me.
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
I flinched when it flew at me to here, and then it flies over to my my sliding glass door. It perches itself up there. I fucking fall over. And I'm like, I'm not even scared of birds, but I'm like, I'm not about to be pecked to death.
Yeah.
Like, this is not how I'm going to go out, okay?
Yeah.
I'm going to go out like a boss. Right?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. Dude, I screamed. And then it dive bombs me again, and I'm like, that's it. Video's ending. Like, I'm done. I'm not fucking around with this bird anymore.
You know what we got to do? When we tell stories like this on the podcast for the listeners, like when we tell a story, when we have a video of it, we got to fucking post it. Like on Instagram and TikTok.
Yeah, we do. I have that video. I should post it.
We should, just fucking post it. So, like, if you guys are listening, like, whenever this episode goes out,
Yeah.
maybe we should post it. That'd be really funny.
Yeah, I should.
So people can see the shit that, like, we're...
I'll put it up on the Instagram because I'm telling you, dude, me running from that bird is probably one of the funnier videos I think I have.
So, yeah, to answer your question, I would say probably 2.
You think so?
One, I'd be like, okay. Well, number 1, I've never seen a fucking pigeon near my house. And number 2, after 2, I'd be like, what the fuck's going on here? Maybe I wouldn't think that somebody did it, but I would think that there's like a hole in my house. Kind of like that.
What if it was like one at a time? Like, so what if like you came home, there's one pigeon in your house, you got it out, right? You come home and then it's another pigeon in your house.
I would think it was the same pigeon.
You wouldn't think that, at that point, you wouldn't think somebody's doing it to you, right? Do you
Maybe
think it would have to be
not. It might
multiple at a
take
time for
yeah,
you to be
it
like,
would have
somebody,
to be like, I'd be like, Josh, why the fuck
somebody's
do you keep bringing
dumping pigeons in my window? Because the way I look at it is like, I don't think pigeons have that many friends. I think I'd probably get to 5. If 5 were in my house at a time, I'd be like, somebody's fucking pranking me
Take you
here.
5?
If they were all in the same time,
Yeah.
I would be like, there's no, like, I think 4. I'm going to change my answer to 4.
Okay.
I think if there's 3 pigeons in my house, I'd be like, maybe they're homies,
Yeah.
right? They all came in together.
Yeah.
But if it's any more than 3, I'd be like, there's no way somebody didn't just do this to me. Like, somebody had to have put these in here.
Bro, isn't it turtle doves that like have one mate for life?
Fuck if I know.
I think it is. Whatever the birds are, I'm pretty sure.
About turtle doves is that song.
Yeah. I think it's one. I think they have a mate for life, and that's it.
Penguins do.
Well, no, it's
They
a
do the
bird
pebble
that's
thing.
there's a reason why I'm asking, because there's a bird that was in Kansas. So when I lived out in the country,
Yeah.
Dude, I felt so bad. It was prom. I remember I was driving to go pick up Audrey for prom.
Okay.
In my shitty little fucking Honda. And I'm driving there, my nice clothes, I'm all excited. And then all of a sudden, like, out of nowhere, 2 birds fly, and they're 2 turtle doves. And fucking one didn't make it, and I just, thunk. I hit this thing, dude. And I'm pretty sure they have one mate for life. So then this other one just flew off, just alone forever. I was like, fuck!
Dude.
And I don't remember.
You gotta go marry that turtle.
I don't remember I don't remember if this was the time or not, but I'm like 90% sure that when I got to Audrey's house, it was in my fucking grill. There was one time where there was a bird in my grill.
You had to pick it out of your... Oh, my God.
I don't remember if it was this time, but like, dude, it was fucking prom. I was all excited, and then just that's how the day started.
Wow, dude.
Yeah.
No, I've never... I couldn't imagine... Yeah, like, imagine, like, just, like, shooting a penguin in the face.
Oh, never. I love penguins.
Yeah, I love them too, but like imagine like that's like the same thing basically.
Yeah.
It's like you just because I know they do the pebble thing, right?
What's the pebble thing? They bring one a pebble and they're mates for life.
Yeah, that's it. So like when they're trying to find a mate, they'll search like for weeks or months on end to find like the perfect pebble, and when they finally find it, they'll pick it up and they'll set it at their feet of the other penguin, and like I think they have to like accept it or something. I don't know. I don't think you just get to set it at their feet and they're like, okay, well I guess you picked me. Like I think they also choose, but yeah, they set it at their feet and then it's like, that's it. They're penguin mates.
Have you been to the penguin exhibit at the zoo?
Yeah.
It was like shit.
Yeah, it does smell awful.
So bad.
Yeah, the water never like you can never really see through it.
Yeah, it's really gross.
No, I'm telling you, I want to take a road trip to Omaha. And I want to go to the
I've
Henry
looked up
Dorley
pictures
Zoo.
of that. That place looks fucking insane.
It's amazing.
Yeah.
We should all go.
Fuck, there's something I was thinking about with that.
Oh.
There's that, but there was one thing I was thinking about. Fuck. It was about the penguins and finding one mate. I don't think it fucking matters that much. Doesn't matter. Okay, let me move on. For Alex, future Alex.
Okay.
This is the start of a clip.
Okay.
Got a question for you.
Okay.
Serious question.
Okay, I doubt it.
Have you ever found a dead body?
Like fucking Stand By Me? No.
An actual dead body.
Like of a human?
Yeah, a human being. Dead body.
No.
No?
No, I think I may have like seen one like being pulled out of a house one time, like maybe. Oof. Like just like like an old lady or something like down the street from one of my houses at one point in life, but no, I don't think I've ever found a dead body. You're telling me you just stumbled upon a dead body?
Yeah. And
Dude,
my mom and I verified this shit last weekend.
You're like that fat kid from Stand By Me. He comes up to his friend and he goes,
runs up.
"You want to see a dead body?"
He goes, "I want to see a dead body." That movie scared the shit out of me when I was a kid.
It's so good.
I love the movie up until they show the fucking kid like
scared the shit out of me.
Dude, I remember I have a vivid memory.
I've never heard somebody say that Stand By Me scared them.
It's only the part where they see the dead body.
Yeah.
Because when I was a kid, my dad showed me because it's a fucking classic. I love that movie. And there's the scene where like they find the fucking kid. he's on the side of the road. By the way, if he got hit by a train, he would have been fucking obliterated.
Yeah,
he would not have looked just like, oh god,
dude. He literally looks like a he looks like he just got like wrapped up and like dragged behind a train, maybe, but not hit by a train.
Dude, my dad showed this. I have a vivid memory. My dad showed this to me when I was like 5. And I just imagine, like, my dad, because, like, if I was awake past everyone else when I was a kid, I was scared. I was like, oh, fuck, it's nighttime. Everybody's asleep. And I just imagine that kid floating over to me and tapping me on the shoulder when I was a kid. It scared
like in the same...
Yes, literally. I just imagine him floating, like, fucking tapping me on the shoulder. Okay. Anyways, but no. So I went to this school. So we lived in this one town, and I went to the school that was like 4 blocks away for like 2 years, and then I got bussed. I can't remember why they were doing it, but they for a while they were busing kids to like inner city schools and everything.
Okay.
And I got bussed there for 4th and 5th grade, and it was in not a very good part of town, like South Side, where it's like not good. So we went on this class field trip to this park, and I was like in 4th grade, and it was like 2005, 2006, something like that. And me and my friends, where they kind of just let us run wild, whatever. Me and my friends were like, hey, let's go fuck around by the forest or whatever. There's like trees over here. Dude, we stumbled. I'm not fucking kidding you. Me and my mom verified this shit. We stumbled across this black trash bag or like this black wrap thing that was the size of a body by a tree. I have a vivid memory of walking around this tree, and it's like behind this tree. And like at the end, we walked up to where the feet were sticking up. And we started freaking out, dude. We ran to the teacher. Nobody fucking believed us because we were like 9 years old. And everybody's like, you didn't find a dead body.
On a field trip?
Yeah, a school field trip in a bad part of town. And so we told the teachers, didn't believe us, told our parents, nobody fucking believed us. Nobody even looked into it. They're just like, you're cute. That's funny. Dude, my mom and I looked this up. Like a week later, they found a dead body in that same fucking park. And my mom and I found the article online that was like these two people went to this guy's house, they murdered him, and then they the carpet that they wrapped him in got thrown into a big trash bin that was it's like a city park, so there's like the big industrial trash cans.
Yeah.
They fucking threw the the carpet there, and then they dumped his body like in the woods. Yeah. And like we looked up the article, the timelines matched, the park matched, everything. So we fucking saw this dead body and nobody believed us.
Dude, you guys are better than the people who caught BTK. Dude. like you just some little shit ass kids on a fucking field trip just are better than BTK. Well, not better than BTK. That's
Dude, did you see that they just connected him with a murder in Oklahoma? Weren't we talking about that?
Yeah, we did. We were talking about it at work. Yeah, they're trying to they're digging deeper into like the missing bodies and stuff like that because they're trying to keep him in prison because he keeps trying to find a reason to get out.
Fuck him, dude.
Yeah, so like he tried the cancer excuse one time. There was one where like a family member was dying or something like that. There was just all sorts of reasons where he could have gotten like furlough is what they call it, and then like technically if he gets furlough he's out.
Yeah,
then he can just like escape technically. So
for anybody that doesn't know, like I think fucking everybody knows who BTK is. It's like a nationwide thing. It was on like
I don't even remember what BTK stands for.
Bind, torture, kill.
Thank you.
I could
not remember.
Crazy story. I used to live in Park City, Kansas. I lived like 5 or 6 blocks from BTK. Yeah. I went to school across the street from his house.
Yeah.
And so like when he got caught, obviously in the little town, it was national news, but it was huge for us because we were like, I lived a mile away from this guy or whatever it was. I went to school by him. My grandpa and grandma came and stayed one time at our house because he lived right by the Quick Trip.
Yeah.
Which is like the busiest Quick Trip like fucking in the country apparently. But my grandpa said that he swears up and down that he saw him. He saw this guy, fit the description. It was one of those times where you see someone and you just get like a weird feeling about him. My grandpa thinks that he saw him, and my roommate Josh fucking worked at the prison where he was at, and he would like serve him lunch and shit every day. Yeah. So crazy little fact, but yeah, there's a news story that they're like there was a murder in Oklahoma, and they found like BTK's diary where he like described like exactly where he took her, what she looked like, how he used to like fucking wear women's panties and like beat off and shit, dude. Fucking weird.
Sounds like a Friday night.
Yeah, no shit. I was like a fucking stand-up guy to me.
Dude, yeah, I mean, shit, we should hang out.
Yeah. What cell was he in?
Yeah, dude, was cell box E.
Yeah, dude, shit's crazy.
No, dude, he's a fucking maniac. Oh, dude, speaking of the fucking woods, okay? I have a great story, okay? There used to be, when I lived with my parents, I was probably like, I don't know, my little sister will probably correct me on this because she can remember like dates and details. Yeah. But I'm going to say I was probably like 8 or 9.
Yeah.
Right? And which I'm 3 years older than my sister. So she'd be in 6 or 7, something like that, right? Did I do that math right? Doesn't seem like I did that math.
I was thinking that too, but I was like, it doesn't matter.
Whatever. Don't care. If I'm bad at math, suck my dick.
Yeah.
Anyway, so we lived in this house where like just behind the house, like I mean maybe like a house length off to the side of my house, and then behind my house was like a creek, right? But it was
call them cricks here in Kansas.
Yeah, creek. But it was very deep. Like there was a pretty steep drop off. Like I'd say probably 15 feet or something like that. But there was a hill.
That's a deep creek.
Yeah, deep creek.
God damn it.
You goddamn deep crack. Yeah, so there was like a hill, so you could get down there easily, and then there was like if you kept going off to the right, then it was like a pretty steep, crazy kind of drop off, right? So we would go down there from the hill, go on just it was really shallow at the time.
Yeah,
this time
of
year.
Fuck around.
So we just kind of like hop around the rocks and look
so much fun.
Look for stuff. Just stupid, dirty
find
kids.
Arrowheads and shit.
Yeah,
good times.
Yeah, awesome. So I'm just having a la-di-da all fucking time.
Yeah.
Right? And my sister and her friends, like 4 of her friends, are like up by where the drop-off would be, right? They're a couple feet back. so they don't fucking fall, because I'm
Yeah.
telling you, it's like 15 feet.
Yeah, that's
And
it's game ender.
they're just tossing rocks from like the gravel roads up there.
Yeah.
They're just tossing rocks. It is what it is. They're not like throwing them
And
at
you
us.
guys are down below.
Yeah.
Oh,
They're not like throwing
stupid.
Yeah. They're not like throwing them at us, but they're like we're walking like this, and they're kind of like throwing rocks like kind of behind where we've already been.
Pause real quick. I do have a story. I don't want to forget this.
Okay.
I do have a story about corn and bus windows right after this.
Okay.
Okay. Sorry. Go ahead.
Yeah. So they're throwing rocks like right behind where we've already been. So it is what it is. They're just fucking pebbles, like little gravel things.
Yeah.
One of my sister's friends decided it would be an amazing idea to throw a fucking boulder. That's cool. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know where she got the fucking strength, He-Man.
Yeah, no
but she
shit.
decided.
She's 6?
Oh, yeah.
She's
Yeah,
just
6 or 7, something like that. It may have been almost 10, something
Yeah.
like that. But
Still.
I'm telling you, she decided
What are we talking? Like the size of your head?
like
the
a
size
fucking Atlas stone.
of... Jesus.
like when she threw it, it felt like an Atlas stone.
It felt like the world.
Dude, she decided. I mean,
Oh,
it was
no.
probably like this big.
Yeah.
Right.
For like
It's
a 7 or
it's
8-year-old.
fucking boulder.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean,
Big enough to kill a human.
right. And it's not, I mean, I'm exaggerating here because I didn't see this.
Yeah.
Right. But she chucks this goddamn boulder right off the 15-foot drop off. Chucks the boulder off the 15-foot drop off, and it absolutely fucking plows me in the side of the head. It plows me, dude. And I mean, it's just which side? It was this side of my head. It hit me like right here,
Oh.
right? Like behind my ear, but like all on my head.
Yeah.
And it absolutely fucking rings my bell. And I can't see anymore. I am in Vietnam. I can't see.
Like
It's
Saving Private Ryan on the beach.
Dude, yes. Things are going off. It is ringing. Like, everything's ringing. I'm like,
You're fucking looking for your arm. Or some shit.
I'm like cross-eyed. I can't see. So my immediate
Holy
reaction is,
shit.
where's my mom?
Well,
Like,
yeah.
I'm a fucking 10-year-old kid. I'm like, where's my mom? I'm dead.
Mom!
Yeah. Mom! Mom! It's like a I froed up moment, but like way worse.
froed up.
So I immediately, I mean, slippery, wet fucking rocks. I'm slipping. I'm falling down. I'm like trying to get back to
Jesus
the hill.
Christ, everything's blurry and slow motion.
Yes, dude. I'm
Dude.
telling you, it sounds like an exaggeration, but everything was kind of like wobbly.
This is a Steven Spielberg movie, bro.
Dude, and so I'm like, I'm sprinting the best I can back to the hill to get up the hill and go to my house.
Yeah.
I get all the way back up there. I'm like pulling on the little trees. I'm telling you, it's like Vietnam, dude. It's still raining.
You're like Daryl in The Walking
I
Dead.
can
when he's-
yeah, I can barely see.
Yeah.
It's the worst. I walk in the front door and I'm like, Mom, oh, Mom, help.
Half your face is drooping.
I'm dead. You know, and she's like, come here. She fucking, worst mistake of her fucking life still to this date. She puts a white rag on my head.
No.
Right? And you know kids, they're
Yeah.
fucking terrified of blood. They immediately the sight of blood is you're dead.
Yeah.
Right? She puts it here. She's like, hold my head. I'm like relaxed, right?
Yeah.
I'm like, it's my mom. She's got me. I'm
got
good.
me.
I'm not dead anymore. She fucking holds it here and she goes like this to look at it herself, and I saw it
Oh no.
covered.
Oh shit.
And immediately I'm like,
Head move.
I'm like, what are we gonna do? I'm like basically running around in circles like a goddamn cartoon. I'm like, what do you do at this point?
Isn't that weird how your first reaction when you're hurt is just to run?
Yeah.
Isn't that fucking weird?
Yeah, you run away from it.
Dude, I used to cry when I would get bloody noses. So like to
Yeah.
your point, like my nose would bleed and I'm just like, ah!
Yeah, immediately you're like, well, that's it.
Yeah.
I mean, what else could blood mean?
Yeah.
Death.
Death.
Yeah, so she's
Like
like,
head wounds bleed a lot.
she's like, we gotta go to the hospital. Like, I mean, we did. We went to the hospital. And I'm telling you, this is like, to this date, this is one of those things where it's like, you know, in like a movie where somebody has to like, they like pull you off of some guy, after, like somebody pulls you off of them after you're like beating somebody's ass or something
Yeah.
like that. And like on the way to the cop car, they're like talking shit. Like
Yeah.
still, they're like, yeah, fuck you, right? On the way to the car to go to the fucking hospital, I am fucking lighting that little bitch up. Like my little sister's friend, dude. I am lighting her up. I'm like, you're fucking dead when we get back. You're fucking dead.
Dude, I'm gonna kill you.
I'm gonna throw you off that fucking crib. Like, dude, I am lighting her up all the way to the car.
That's good.
My mom and dad are like, shut up. Like,
Shut the fuck up.
The neighbors are looking. And dude, yeah,
Like
I had
Eric
to go
Cartman.
Yeah, dude, I had to go get stitches.
Damn.
I got They glued my head together first.
Jesus
and then,
Christ,
And then
bro.
they had to like shave part of my head, and then they had to stitch me up. But it was surprisingly like I only had a mild concussion. But I legitimately thought I got mortar shelled.
Bro, I gotta throw in like the low hanging dad joke. That's what's wrong with you. Fucking hate that shit. You know what I mean?
Low hanging fruit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Awful.
like when you get money at Christmas. You're like, let me hang on to that. Shut the fuck up.
Yeah.
I hate that
Yeah,
shit,
still
dude.
to this day, I blame my sister and her friends. Still
Dude,
to this day, I'm like, I'm lucky I'm alive.
Like, all jokes aside, like, you're lucky you didn't fucking die, especially in the back of the head. Like, if you would have been turned a little bit and that hit you like your brainstem, bro, you could have fucking died.
Well, like I'm thinking, the biggest worry I think I had, like thinking back now, is like I'm imagining that I got hit and let's say I just got knocked out.
Yeah.
If I fell in that water, I can't rely on like a bunch of 7-8-year-old like kids to come and like
no way.
save me,
No.
especially not in time. Like I could have just drowned because I got knocked out. You
Yeah.
know, I think that was probably more likely, is that I just got knocked out and I fell in the water.
Yeah.
Because it wasn't deep, but like, I mean, you can drown in a teaspoon of water. So it's like,
Okay, maybe not a teaspoon.
I mean, you can. I
Like
mean,
an
anything,
inch of water.
anything that like can get into your lungs, you can drown you. So I
Yeah.
mean, like if you get water in your lungs, you know, you can drown. So
Bro.
it's like,
Bro, one time I was eating hamburger and I was talking to my buddy and I breathed and a piece, you know, you get water in your lungs and you
Yeah.
can cough it up and in a few seconds you're fine.
yeah,
I got a piece, dude, it was stuck in my lung. A little piece of hamburger for like an hour. I'm like,
you're
Dude,
like
when
trying
it,
to.
when it finally, dude, it was awful. This fucking
Dude.
asshole, he's playing video games. He's like, "What's wrong with you?" I'm like, "Dude, there's hamburger in my lungs."
He's
you
like,
fucking
"Shut up."
asshole. Yeah, I'm like,
Yeah.
I'll kill you.
Yeah, it's like when your friend sneezes too many times and you're just like, dude, can you shut up?
One time, what's your record for sneezing in a row?
Oh, I don't. I'm not one of those people.
14 times.
Shut your fucking mouth.
I was in
Dude,
the locker room in high school, and I kept sneezing, and my buddy was like, 5, 6, 14 times
I
in a row.
would want to knock you out. I can't stand when people.
He was laughing.
When people sneeze 3 times, I'm like, okay, enough.
Yeah.
Like as if,
And they have
as
no
if-
control over
Yeah,
it.
as if it's something
Yeah.
they can just control. I'm like, dude, okay, we get it.
I get pissed at myself. It's one of those stupid things.
Yeah.
I get pissed at myself when I'm in the middle of something. I sneeze once, fine.
Yeah.
That feels good.
Yeah.
Sneeze again, you're like, okay. And then the third time, you're just
Okay.
like, can you fucking stop?
You're
trying to do
like
something.
heating up. You're like,
Dude, every time I sneeze, what's the first thing you think of? It's a movie.
oh, I don't know.
Osmosis Jones. When he wants to, the bad guy in the movie. When
I
he
did
wants
not
to,
think of that ever. Now I will.
when he wants to fuck with people, the bad dude with like the trench coat or whatever,
Yeah.
he fucking has that little ball or whatever, and he throws it in his nose.
Yeah.
And every time, and then he sneezes that pimple on that girl's face.
Dude, I'm gonna watch Osmosis Jones
That's
tonight.
such a good movie, bro.
I can't believe you said, dude. All I think of.
Fucking
I read
deep
a fact
cuts,
once.
bro.
I
Huh?
read a fact once about sneezing.
What?
This is gonna be insane. There's no way you've ever known this.
It has something to do with your eyes.
No,
Oh, okay.
I've read a fact once that the act of sneezing, the feeling of it, tested by science, is actually 1/16 of the feeling of nutting.
Busting a nut. I can 100% see that.
Yeah, it is 1/16 the feeling of like busting a nut. That's why like when you said like the first sneeze, it feels good. It always does.
Yeah, it does.
Because it's like, oh, okay, that was nice.
That's nice.
Also, it's genetic for people to sneeze when they get outside. You know, like
Yeah,
those people.
it's
a
weird
genetic
because like
thing.
last weekend I was with my dad. I was helping him.
Hereditary, I think, is what it is. Not genetic.
Oh,
Hereditary.
Because I was helping my dad, and we went to like a restaurant. We were walking outside after we ate, and he looked up and sneezed. And like,
Yeah.
I've tried it. It doesn't work for me.
Yeah.
Like I literally
It's-
can't do it.
Well, maybe it's not hereditary. Maybe it's genetic then. So
Genetic would be it's passed down.
I thought that was hereditary.
Genetics is like it's genetic. Like I look like my dad. That's genetics. We look very similar. I don't remember what hereditary means.
I thought hereditary was like it runs in your family.
Let me look this up. They mean the same goddamn thing, dude. We're
That
stupid.
can't mean that we
God,
are.
We make ourselves look so dumb on this podcast.
Yeah, why the fuck do we ever use a big word?
Yeah, no shit.
Like we just stick in our fucking 4-year-old lane. I mean, it's a stupid throwaway.
I don't fucking know. We do
gives
dick
a
and
shit?
fart jokes, dude. Who
Who
cares?
fucking gives a shit?
People
But it
have
was just
tuned out
it
by
was
now.
one of those stupid. Yeah, they're fucking gone anyway. We're talking to ourselves. It was just one of those things where I was like, a lot of people don't know. Like I sneeze every time I go outside, every
Yeah.
time. But Serena doesn't. Right?
I
It's
don't.
not. It's
Yeah.
not a. It's not a thing she does.
I don't. So speaking of being little shithead kids, you want to hear something
Yeah.
that I did when I was a kid?
Probably not.
That like, I forgot about this whole
Don't
night's
fucking
kind
ruin
of
your parents' lives.
this this kind of a this kind of thing was like this whole night I feel bad about. So it started off, we were staying, a bunch of my cousins were staying at another one of my cousins' house because my uncle and the dad of the kids whose house we were staying at and everybody, they're in a band together.
Okay.
And they had a gig that night, so all the cousins were staying at their house.
Okay.
And they lived kind of out in the country, and they had like they have like a cornfield behind their house. They have like this old school bus on their property.
Yeah.
This like, they just have a lot of cool shit.
Oh, okay.
All the adults left, so the kids were just fucking running wild. And I was
Okay.
probably like 12, old enough to know better.
Sure.
So the son
For sure.
of the dad who lives there.
You still don't know better.
Yeah, no shit. The son of the dad who lives there, the kid who lives at the house, he's like 6 at the time. Shouldn't have been listening to a 6-year-old, but he has this cool old bus on his property, and he was like, "Yeah, my dad, he doesn't care about that bus. We can break all the windows in the fucking bus." We broke out almost every single window on that old school bus. Dude, I got my ass ripped. I never really got bullied in school.
Yeah.
I feel like
Lucky.
there were definitely kids who like picked on me a little
Sure.
bit, but I never was like consistently bullied.
Yeah.
Maybe like a couple years, whatever. But when my dad and I so my grandpa got sick with cancer, and my dad and I moved from Manhattan to, I don't even want to say the name of the town that we live in or anything,
Sure.
because he still lives there, and like I don't want this person's name to be out there.
Sure.
But like we moved back to this small town because he was going to help my grandpa on the farm because he couldn't do a lot of the stuff, whatever. So we lived out there for a little bit, and the first summer that we lived there, we didn't have a house yet. We had bought one right at the end of the summer. My dad did right at the end of the summer. So we lived at my grandma and grandpa's house, and I don't remember why, but my dad, one of his friends from high school, has a wife and 2 kids, and they kind of live out in the country too. So for whatever reason, that summer I spent a lot of time at their house. Like when my dad would work, he would drop me off there, and I would
Sure.
hang out. Basically, I was babysat by the 2 boys.
Okay.
Mostly the younger one. And he was like 4 or 5 years older than me, kind of the same situation, bigger than me, stronger than me.
Yeah.
You know, we got along for the most part, but then he would fucking
Sure.
fuck around sometimes.
Yeah.
And dude, I remember like a few instances where like, dude, I kind of forgot about this shit. We'd stay at his house and like his parents were gone all day, so it was just us 2 hanging out.
Yeah.
And like he used to like fucking throw me, like wrestle with me, like when I didn't want to, fucking throw me onto the bed. That sounds really bad, but he would just like pile drive me onto the bed. It wasn't any fucking weird shit like that. But then there was one time, bro,
Fucking throw me onto the
he
bed.
fucking throw me
And
onto
he
the
just
bed,
gave you the
tore
work.
my clothes off.
Dude, sometimes trauma comes out, man.
I guess, bro. I just start crying. I'm like,
He touched my no-no square.
No. But one time he came out of his. We were watching Van Wilder. I fucking remember this. I was chilling out in the living room.
Wow.
He comes out.
This
Of
is
his-
showing our age a little bit.
I love Van Wilder. I don't give a shit. He comes out of his fucking parents' room. I'm not kidding, bro.
Just shut the fuck up. If you say, dude.
What do you think I'm gonna say? What do you think I'm
Oh
gonna
my
say?
god.
What do you
Dude,
think I'm gonna say?
there's so many things I want you to say. Like, you're already talking about this kid throwing you on the bed and taking advantage of you.
Shut the fuck up.
I'm thinking like this guy comes out of his parents' room with like the fucking biggest 12-inch strap on he's ever seen in his life.
No, he comes out in. I'm not fucking kidding, bro. I hope he doesn't remember this shit because he'll probably still beat my ass.
Is it something sexual?
Came out in his mom's underwear and her heels, and that was it. And he's like,
How old were you?
like 9, and he's probably like 13. 14.
Oh my god.
It wasn't like a, hey, let's fuck around. It was like, look how funny this is. But I was still just like, what the fuck? Like he comes out and he was laughing. It wasn't
And
like
that was the point where you went, I'm gonna be raped.
No, I didn't get that vibe from him at all. And nothing
Okay.
nothing weird like that ever happened, but he came out, not that I remember anyways, trauma might be buried.
Maybe.
No. Nothing happened. I don't think so.
Nothing happened. I've never been touched.
I've never been touched. If you're listening to this, please don't kill me. No, but he comes out and he's just like in his fucking mom's underwear and heels. And he's just like fucking around. And it's, even then I was like, this is fucking weird, bro. There's 2 more things that happened. We were down in his basement one time and he pulled up like a picture of porn.
Yeah.
And I was just hanging out there and he started, this was always a weird thing that I fucking never got, honest to God. When like teenage or like younger boys would get together and watch
Yeah.
porn and like jerk off in the same room.
Yeah,
Never got.
that's like a common thing you hear about.
Yeah.
Is like where like, you know, all these teenage boys would get together, or like younger than teenage boys, they would get together for like a sleepover and then they'd pull up porn because they're teenage kids.
Yeah.
And then they would just what, circle jerk or something? Like it just doesn't make any sense. Like I would never want to do that.
There was one time where that was like he pulled up porn and was like fucking beating it, and I was like, I'm going upstairs, and he didn't like force me to stay down or anything.
No, he's like, you watch.
I was like, nah, I'm gonna. And then
Imagine
before I get to the circle
being
jerk
forced
story,
to watch,
dude. And then this is the one that really fucking freaked me out. There was a gun cabinet downstairs. One time we were downstairs. He was like, hey, you want to see my dad's?
This is the fucking Twilight Zone.
He was like, you want to see my dad's guns? And I was like, yeah, sure. Fucking, dude, he pulled one out. It wasn't loaded. And he started fucking pointing it at me. And he was like saying shit. He was like, you shut the fuck up. And he had like shotgun like to my head, bro. The only thing that stopped him was his mom was like, hey, what are you guys doing? And then he like fucking put the shotgun up and we want to, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
It fucking scared the shit out of me.
No shit,
Dude, I was like, what the fuck is
As
going on?
an adult,
dude?
that would scare the fuck out of me.
But the circle jerks, this one's funny. That one's a little more serious. This one's fucking funny, bro. One time me and all my buddies stayed together at my friend's house. We like, it was after like a baseball game. We all stayed there. We snuck into the city pool. So much fucking fun. And then we were like, we ran from the cops and then we got back to his house. And
How old were you at this point?
Like 13.
Okay.
Something like that.
Okay.
Like, like grade school, whatever.
Sure.
So we all snuck into the pool. One of my friends got completely naked and was like jumping off the high dive. It was fucking hilarious.
That's so good. These are the best kind of nights.
Oh yeah, dude. And we so after the cop pulled up to the pool, so we all grabbed our clothes and fucking ran. And we were like hiding in this dark corner, and the cop was slowly driving by the place we were hiding. And my buddy was just like, "We're gonna get caught. We're gonna get caught." And then the cop drove away, and we start running back to my buddy's house. And I have a bigger friend. His name's Blake. He's not bigger now, but he was bigger back then. He was kind of like the chubbier kid.
Yeah, me.
He was running, and we were running through this field. And we were like, Blake, watch out. There's a pothole. I fucking look over, and he hits the pothole, and like a fucking bowling ball, hits it, rolls, pops back up, and didn't even miss a beat, kept running.
That's amazing.
But we get back to the fucking house, and my friend's mom is sleeping in the living room, and we knew we could get like the fucking dirty channels.
Oh.
And we're like, hey, can you, he like woke his mom up and like made her go into her room.
How the fuck do you make that happen?
Don't know, dude. So we're all sitting out there, and he found like the porn, and was like
The Skinamax.
There were so like there was like two of them this direction, and then there was my buddy Blake behind me on this pull-out couch, and I was like in front, so I didn't see him, and I wasn't next to him. They all start doing their fucking thing, and then I just feel the bed going. I just feel the bed shaking, bro. I was like, I can't fucking do this.
I'm out of here.
I went to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I was like, what the fuck?
Yeah, like I want to jerk it too, but not in front of you.
Bro, my buddy whose house it was, he was laying on the couch. He fucking finished, didn't clean up, put a blanket over himself, and fell asleep. His sister came in the next morning and like as a joke, fucking ripped the blanket off of him.
Oh my god,
bro! I was like, what the fuck? She was just like, Caleb, put the blanket back on and fucking left.
That'd be the end of my life.
Oh yeah,
that'd be the end of my life.
He was just like, huh? I don't know.
Yeah,
didn't even care.
What?
It's like, you're weird, bro.
No, that would be the end of my life.
You're weird, bro.
I would never like imagine that next morning at breakfast.
Oh, dude.
Can't even look.
She came back later, and we were hanging out playing basketball, and it was like fucking business as usual.
Not the first time.
It was weird, dude.
That can't be the
He's
first
a weird
time.
guy. I fucking love him to death.
That cannot be the first time. So I talked to a friend of mine, about her grandma.
Yeah.
And this is for Viv, but I talked to her
Shout out
about
to Viv.
this. Yeah, I talked to her about this, and I asked her if I could talk about it on the podcast. She said it was all right. She told me about how her grandma is she's in like a nursing home now, right? Like, well, maybe not a nursing home. I know she's being taken care of by her mom.
Yeah.
So, I put this note in here to remind me.
Okay.
Her grandma is
Oh, she fucking one of the other residents?
no.
Damn. Apparently nursing homes are like orgies. I have no idea.
No, dude. This is. I'm telling you, there's no way in hell
That I could
you would guess this.
Okay. Go ahead, sorry.
Her grandma is. This will get you close. Her grandma is from Germany.
Oh no.
Yeah,
Oh no.
like
Oh no.
fully blown German.
Does she have a Jewish neighbor?
No.
Okay.
Wow. You're not even gonna get close.
Not even close?
No, dude. So I told you, Viv is mixed,
Yeah.
right? So her mom is white,
Okay.
Her dad's black. Doesn't fucking matter. Don't even know why I said it.
Okay.
Okay. But she's mixed.
Okay.
Okay. Her grandma is like is this German?
So she's white.
She is German.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Married a black dude.
Okay.
Her grandma married a black dude, and she is the most, like, her grandma is still mean and nasty and racist.
Yeah.
Like, still to this day.
That's crazy.
But she was, like, Viv's grandpa was a black dude.
yeah.
Like, and...
That's actually kind of crazy.
And married a Nazi.
Like...
Dude, I didn't want to read you this note until after, but I literally wrote down, Viv's Nazi grandma married a black dude.
That's the title of this episode.
Dude, her Nazi grandma married, I mean, she's obviously not a Nazi, but, like, she is very, like, she called it indoctrinated, which I didn't know what that meant until she explained it to me, but apparently it means, like, they were, like, taught at a young age that these are your ideals, so they were basically, like, told what their ideals should be.
Yeah.
That, white is right, that type of thing, right? They were taught that. And then she just decided, I'm just going to marry a black dude.
Fuck you guys.
Right? And I don't know if she did it as a fuck you. I asked Viv. She's like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know if she did it as a fuck you. I don't know if she went... She said, to the best of her knowledge, when she's asked her grandma, she said, love is love.
Yeah.
Right? Which is cool.
That's sick.
That's cool. Right? But if she did it as just like the Nazis left me behind. I'm going to marry a black dude now.
Yeah.
Right? That sounds way funnier in my head.
That is funnier.
It's
That's
way
what we're going to go
to
with.
like to play jokes on it than to be like, oh, love is love. I'm sure that it was great.
Yeah,
right?
but it's so much funnier.
It's so much funnier to think that her grandma is just this full blown like Nazi and went, I'm gonna marry a black dude because it's funny.
Fuck you.
like just because this makes no sense. So that's funny.
Let's get something clear. Obviously, racism is fucking bad, and
Yeah.
we've learned a lot in the last 70, 80 years.
Absolutely.
But you can't fucking deny the fact that this shit happened back in the day. So, like, if you're like, that's a terrible... Fuck you, shut up.
It's so funny, too. Like,
It is funny. It's
like,
fucking
the
funny.
racism's not funny. It's not funny that
No,
she
no,
might
no.
be a...
No, that's not funny.
A Nazi. But it's hilarious.
The situation's funny.
That somebody who was taught at a young age that, like, white is right and you're the superior race and, like, that type of thing. Like, that's legitimately what she was... She didn't move here at, like... At age 2, right?
Yeah.
She was like raised a little bit in Germany. Like she got taught these like these
damn.
ideals,
Yeah.
right? So she
Was she alive during, like... Is she that old?
yeah, dude. I think she
Alive during, like, Hitler's...
fuck.
like,
I
World
can't
War II
remember.
and
I'd
shit?
have to ask Viv to be sure, but I know that she was like. I think she was graduating something.
Yeah.
Right after World War II.
Oh, shit.
Right, like she was like
That's crazy,
she was like
bro.
in Germany.
That's
at,
actually
like at the
crazy.
time. So she was like a full blown like.
You don't hear that shit too often.
No,
bro.
and she married a black dude.
Dude, I have, like...
If it was the love is love, awesome,
That's-
okay?
yeah.
But I'd much rather say that she's just like, you know what'd be funny?
If I said fuck you, that is good.
You know what'd be funny? Is if I married a black dude.
Dude, that is a funnier story. It's funny because I still have some older relatives that are like... still use like the N-word and are racist fucks, dude. Not like
Sure,
letting
sure.
it fly, but like, you know, like something
like-
something will be called something.
Yeah.
And back in the day, I was like, oh, that's the blank blank, and it's like got the
Yeah.
N-word in there. I'm
Yeah,
like,
or
you
they'll-
can't
or-
say
or
that,
they'll say
great
that-
Aunt Sally.
Or they'll
fuck?
say like the colored people type thing.
Yeah, I'm like, you can't say that
people,
shit.
Yeah, people throw like it's some of that old vernacular that they can't get rid of. It's almost like they're not even trying to be racist.
Yeah.
But they're like, that was their normal. Right?
Yeah, there was,
Which,
like-
here's the thing, no excuses. Okay,
Yeah.
I'm not fucking giving them an out.
No.
That's fucking racist.
That's why you're like,
regardless.
hey, grandma. Right, my grandma doesn't do that, but like,
Sure.
hey, fucking Uncle Roger, you
Yeah.
can't say. There would be like, I remember there was these rocks that, like when I was a kid, there was these rocks that like they were darker on top.
Sure.
Or they were something like that, and they called them inward
Oh,
toes
my
or something. And I'm like,
God.
what the? Even as a kid, I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
Yeah, you're like, no.
Yeah,
This
don't
is not
say that.
okay.
Oh, you know what's something crazy? Speaking of like older white lady marrying a black dude, kind of like a crazy
Yeah.
like weird thing that didn't happen a
Yeah,
lot
scenario
because
that you don't see.
yeah, it's crazy that she's from fucking Nazi Germany.
Yeah, dude.
That's crazy.
Yeah, like Hitler was still like in people's Bibles.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's pretty sick though. I love those stories
Yeah.
where it's people just like going, especially back then. Now it's like going against the grain's like the fucking norm. You're just
Yeah.
yourself. Back then, bro, it was like you're this, this, and this, and
Yeah.
that's it. And if not, you're excommunicated, which is fucked up.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah, it was like Russia. They'd kill you.
Yeah. Like there's some places where it's still illegal to be gay.
I can't, that just blows my mind.
That's insane. But like speaking of like kind of a crazier story in
Sure.
that sense, my aunt, like my great or great aunt, my great aunt or my great great aunt, my
Okay.
grandpa's aunt, whatever,
That was confusing.
married. You know who Bill Russell is?
No.
He's like I think he's one of the most like, I'm gonna get this shit. I know he was like an NBA basketball player,
Okay.
like very fucking popular. I think he won like the most amount of championships ever. Let me
Bill
see.
Russell.
I think it was Bill Russell. Bill Russell, American basketball player, American professional basketball player who has played as center for the Boston Celtics of the National Basketball Association from 56 to 99. And if I'm not mistaken, without boring you guys too much, I'm like, oh, okay, yeah, here it is, right here. Bill Russell has 11 NBA titles.
Wow.
He's won the fucking championship 11 times. I think he's the most like winningest like basketball player
Sure.
ever. And he's a black dude. And my great great aunt like was married to him for
Really?
a while. It's fucking insane. Like it's just like a crazy story. My grandpa told me, he's like, yeah, my great aunt, what the hell was his name? Let's see, Bill Russell.
Your great great aunt. Yeah, that's like.
And she's white.
Well, yeah, and that's back in the time. Like your great great aunt, she would be like. That's back in the time where like segregation was still a thing.
That's what I mean. That's what
Yeah.
I mean. So like it's crazy that like I can't remember which one it is.
Yeah,
I'm
because
gonna...
you know what's really fucked up is that segregation was not actually that long. It was like 80 years ago.
Yeah, it's actually crazy.
Like
It was either Marilyn
That's
Knoll.
nuts.
I think it's Dorothy Anstead. I'm pretty sure they were married from 77 to 80, or it was Marilyn Knoll. They were married from 96 to 2009. One of those two ladies is like my great great aunt. Was married to like the fucking one of the most winningest NBA players of all time.
I would really hope it would be like it would make for a better story if it was the earlier one.
Yeah.
Just because like it would be closer to the time where it was like she's doing something that like regardless of like the
That's just saying,
American
fuck
ideals
you.
at
I love
the
this
time.
guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Regardless of like the American ideals at the time,
Yeah.
she was just like, yeah, no, I love this guy. I'm gonna marry him.
And I mean, not even that they were different colors, which back then it is kind of crazy.
It was
but,
a
like,
thing, yeah.
But like the fact that like one of my family members was married to like one of the most winningest basketball players of all time.
Yeah, is he still
It's
alive?
crazy.
Like, are they both?
I don't know.
Are they both?
I think that she passed away, but I think that Bill Russell. Let me see.
So you didn't even know this aunt that you're
No,
that
no,
you're
no,
talking.
no,
This
no.
is more of like a story.
No. Oh shit. No, he died July 31st, 2022.
Damn.
He just recently died. But yeah, it's crazy. He is like
yeah, you got
he's a
NBA
guy that-
royalty in your
yeah, there he is.
family.
Celtics.
That's crazy.
That's sick, dude. When my grandpa told me, I was like, no fucking way.
Yeah.
Look at this picture, dude. Like Tom Brady, go fuck yourself. He's just like, suck me off. Dude.
Oh, dude, with all
For
the
the-
rings, bro, that's hard.
For anybody that's just listening to this, it's a picture of Bill Russell with like his face in his hands.
yeah, and he's
on-
older at this time.
He's
too.
older, and all of his rings are all over his hands. He has 11 of them. That's fucking sick.
That's hard.
He has so many. He has 2 on one finger. That's sick, dude.
hard, dude.
That's fucking.
I couldn't
sick.
imagine being that good at something.
I know.
Also, do you
11?
kind of wish that they would bring like maybe not all the way like how it was back then, but
Oh,
like
God.
in the NBA, do you wish they would bring back like the like the outfits they wore then, like the jerseys and shorts that they wore?
Oh, like
then?
throwbacks?
Not like those fucking crazy ass really short ones, but like
Yeah.
they don't wear like their shorts now are like
They're
right
real
at their
baggy.
knee,
Yeah.
right? I kind of wish that like I feel like when you close your eyes and picture like a basketball player, I picture that.
Yeah, like
right?
the short shorts on.
Yeah, like
Chuck
not
Taylors?
like the really really short ones like way back like when basketball first was a
Nuts
thing.
are hanging out the side.
Right.
Yeah.
But like the ones like in his era,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
I that's how I picture it in my head. If I just had to paint
It is.
a
It is
picture.
a cool look.
Yeah, with like the Chuck Taylors and like the short shorts and the tanks. I think that looks way better as like an NBA like look in general than
many-
what they wear now.
How many people do you think destroyed their feet playing basketball in Chucks?
In Chucks, I don't know.
It's like running on the fucking floor.
But there's an argument to be made that like it's healthier for your feet because
Yeah,
it's
if you get
closer to
used
being
to it.
because it's closer to being barefoot.
Yeah, but like if you're playing, I mean, now, I don't know how many games they played back then, but now your feet would be fucking destroyed. You'd have plantar fasciitis in 2 games.
Yeah,
bro.
you would not be able to like keep going.
You'd have to acclimate yourself to it.
Yeah.
Like they say, if you're gonna start doing like barefoot running, whatever.
Yeah,
you
walk
have to do
around
like
your house.
if
like,
you, start walking around your house. Run like if you're running 5 miles, run a quarter of a mile without and then a half a mile, and then you got to work. up
walk
to it
around the
'cause your
block
feet-
first type thing.
Yeah. Because I try to go barefoot or at least with socks as much as I can because like I want to keep my feet strong. I don't want them to rely on like.
Have you seen those people that do like the gorilla walk type thing to like stretch? Like it gets like
Yeah.
a full range of motion
Oh,
stretch
yeah.
on your foot and ankle.
It's good. It's good to not wear like
What the fuck are we talking
cushy ass shoes. Yeah, no shit. Who cares, dude? Oh, you ever fucking walk around with your feet? Who gives a shit, dude?
What the fuck are we saying?
No shit.
Like
our
there's
fucking,
sometimes
no
where like,
shit.
we
Our
say some
watch
shit.
time. It's hard to remember that we're. It's hard to remember.
No shit, our watch time.
It's hard to remember that we're like on camera. This is the shit that we just talk about, and that's kind of the like inception
we would
of
have
this
just
podcast.
made that transition regardless of being on camera.
When
or
we're
not,
at work,
and then-
we would have talked about this anyways.
yeah, and we just talked about it, and then I went, "Why the fuck?"
I'm
I'm
so
gonna have to
glad-
go and sit through this editing.
I'm so glad that you caught that because
I'm
who
not fucking talking
gives
about
a
being
shit?
barefoot. Who gives a fuck?
All
I'll
right, well
text you about that.
that's gonna fucking be it for episode 9 of the Work Cousins podcast. We have one more episode of this season, and then I think we're gonna do like a funniest moments. That fucking clip's definitely not gonna be in there. The greatest hits, or not the barefoot shit.
Oh yeah, absolutely not.
Imagine if that's what we opened with, dude.
It's fucking snooze fest, dude. Get us the fuck off this fucking social
Okay.
media platform.
All right, yeah. So one more episode for season 1. Then we're probably gonna do a funniest moments from season 1, and then we're gonna take a 2-week break. So we have one more episode, which is coming out next week. Funniest moments, 2-week break. Then we'll start season 2, kind of getting our feet wet this season, and it's been a big fucking learning process. If you guys have seen a lot of our
Videos.
episodes look different because this camera, I love it to death, but it's been such a bitch trying to get the camera settings correct. I think we finally have it now. Hopefully, fingers crossed, this episode looks
Understatement of
good.
the year.
Dude, it's been so frustrating, and then audio issues, but that's what we
Yep.
expected. We're new at this shit,
Yep.
so
We're figuring it out on our own. It's not like we have a fucking production team.
it's us.
Yeah.
You're looking at it. These
Yep.
two idiots who don't even know the difference between genetic and hereditary.
What a great callback.
Jesus
God.
Christ, bro. All right, so if you guys liked it, please drop a like, review, subscribe, all that stuff. You guys fucking know. You've been on social media before. You know how to do it. Help us out. It helps the podcast grow. Any
Yeah.
suggestions or anything you thought about today's episode, please comment down below. All of our links will be down in the description box below. But that's going to be it for season 1, episode 9 of the Work Cousins podcast.
Almost done, man.
We're almost done with season 1. We'll see you guys next week. Love you.